Listen up, you Manchester United fans, this breaking news is for you.
Manchester United's legendary former boss, Sir Alex Ferguson, has reportedly erupted in fury after witnessing his beloved club collapse 3-0 against bitter rivals Manchester City in the season's first Manchester derby. The devastating defeat at Old Trafford left fans silenced and triggered a storm of outrage from the man who once set the standard of dominance at the Theatre of Dreams. Ferguson, renowned for his ruthless winning mentality, is said to have slammed current United manager Rúben Amorim in an emotional outburst following the game. "Sack him, I am disappointed in him," Ferguson allegedly declared, sending tremors across the corridors of power at Old Trafford. His words, sharp and uncompromising, have only intensified the spotlight already burning down on Amorim. The match itself was nothing short of a nightmare for the Red Devils. Erling Haaland terrorized United's backline, Kevin De Bruyne orchestrated midfield with elegance, and Pep Guardiola's men barely broke a sweat as they dismantled their cross-city foes. By the final whistle, United looked unrecognizable, timid, disorganized, and devoid of identity. What shocked many fans most wasn't just the defeat, but the manner of it. United showed no fight, no structure, and no belief, an image that directly contradicts the fierce spirit Ferguson had instilled during his reign. "This is not Manchester United," one fan was overheard muttering as boos rained down on Amorim's team at full time. Reports suggest Ferguson, who watched from the stands, could not hide his rage at the tactical chaos unfolding before his eyes. The Scot, who had once made Old Trafford a fortress of glory, was said to be visibly shaking his head as United crumbled under pressure. His frustration boiled over after the final whistle, when insiders claim he blasted Amorim's lack of preparation and poor game management. For supporters, Ferguson's explosive reaction carries weight like no other. The man who won 13 Premier League titles, 2 Champions Leagues, and countless domestic trophies is more than a legend. He is the heartbeat of United's modern history. When Ferguson speaks, fans listen. And this time, his voice is fueling a growing firestorm against Amorim. The defeat leaves United sliding dangerously down the Premier League table, their early season hopes already hanging by a thread. Amorim, who arrived with big promises and lofty expectations, now finds himself in the eye of a storm. His tactics have been criticized as naive, his selections inconsistent, and his players lacking belief in his philosophy. City's dominance in the derby only highlighted how far United have fallen behind their rivals. Once the kings of Manchester, United now appear shadows of their former selves, struggling to compete with Guardiola's well-oiled machine. The gap, both in quality and mentality, is becoming embarrassingly wide. Ferguson's thunderous statement has left United's board in an unenviable position. Do they stand by Amorim and hope he turns things around, or do they act swiftly and make a decisive change before the season spirals out of control? The pressure is mounting, and time is quickly running out. Inside the fan base, patience is wearing thin. Social media erupted with calls for Amorim's sacking immediately after Ferguson's alleged comments surfaced. "If Sir Alex says it's time, then it's time," wrote one supporter. Another added, "Ferguson is United. If he has had enough, the board has no choice." For Amorim, the next few games could decide his future. He must prove not only to the fans and the board but also to Ferguson himself that he can steer United back toward credibility. Anything less than an immediate turnaround could spell the end of his short-lived tenure. As the storm rages on, one thing is clear: Ferguson's voice still echoes louder than anyone else's at Old Trafford. His outburst has reignited the urgency for change, and unless Amorim can spark a miracle, the United hierarchy may be forced into a brutal decision, one that could shape the destiny of the club's season.